Beshem Hashem na'aseh v'natzliach v'Hashem aleinu rahma v'yaviyah. This past week we have lost one of the giants in our generation, Rabbi Kanievsky, alav shalom, a man one of a kind. Interesting is that somehow over 500,000 people show up in his funeral. And our question is, how is possible? A man that was disconnected from the whole world, a man that had nothing to do with media, not Twitter, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, not a smartphone, not even a regular phone, and still managed to pull 500,000 people and more. And you ask yourself, how? The most famous people, they don't get not even close to that. But this man, this Rabbi Kanievsky, had over 500,000 people in his funeral. And we ask ourselves, what he gave to the world that we all felt that we're missing now, that we went to his funeral. What he gave to the world that we all cry because we don't have it anymore. And it's not just the miracles that he did with his blessing or the help that he gave to the whole world around him. There is big doctors that save tens of lives. There is psychologists that help the people out. And they don't have not even close to that. In his funeral was people from all backgrounds. Ashkenazim, Sephardim, Litaim, Yeshivish, religious, less religious, and all went there and all cried for him. And our question is, what is missing? What we had that we lost? What we had that we don't have anymore? And their answer is as follows. If you're going to approach any one of the people that were there or around the world, and you will ask, what do you want to be in your life? What do you want to be when you grow up? Who is your model? Who is your role model? And the answer will be, I wish I can be Rabbi Kanievsky. What he has that we don't have. And the answer is, he was a revolutionary. Not the revolutionary that we know. This is a real revolutionary. A revolutionary in the world that we can find in Wikipedia is somebody that changed the world. This is a man that changed himself. That's a real revolutionary. And yes, you're not going to see him in the Wikipedia. And we probably will not never be there. Because this is a totally different kind of revolutionary. You know, to be a revolutionary in the world is somebody who comes with a great idea, a little bit of charisma, a little bit of time, and he has followers, and he makes the change. This kind of revolutionary is somebody that takes his entire life to do it. Somebody that doesn't change the world, change himself. And this is something that not everybody can do. You can change the world, but you cannot change yourself. This is something that it takes entire life to do. This person born and grew up as one of us, with the same challenges, the same desires, the same inclinations that we all have. But still, he worked out day by day, till become who became. This is a revolutionary. You see, you're not going to find any boxer that stand up in the ring to fight his entire life every single day. It doesn't exist. He trains, he makes the fight, and he leaves. This man around the clock fighting every day to become an angel. He born like a human being and he passed away like an angel. And that's all what we wish in our life. We want to be that person. We want to be that kind of revolutionary that he was. The pasuk of this parasha, he says something incredible. He says that Am Israel, Vahi Bayom Hashemini, Kara Moshe leHaron Banav, was the 8th day of the inauguration of the Mishkan, and all Am Israel were there waiting for HaKadosh Baruch Hu send the fire. ויקחו את אשר ציווה משה אל פני אוהל מועד ויקרבו כל העדה ויעמדו לפני השם. Everybody was there ready to wait for the miracle to happen, for the Shekhinah of HaKadosh Baruch Hu to come down. And it didn't happen. And people start to ask themselves, what's going on? And Moshe Rabbeinu tell them, ויאמר משה, זה הדבר אשר תעשו וירא עליכם כבוד השם. This is what you have to do for HaKadosh Baruch Hu to come down. But the pasuk doesn't say what exactly it is. And the Or HaChaim HaKadosh in this parasha says that what the pasuk meant to say, what Moshe Rabbeinu meant to say is that if we can get to this level that we have in our mind, Shiviti Hashem Lenegdi Tamid, that we're standing in front of HaKadosh Baruch Hu and we can remove our evil inclinations, our Yetzer Hara from ourselves, and we have in front of us the Shekhinah. That's how we bring the Shekhinah. You want to bring the Shekhinah down? You have to have in front of you 24/7 Shiviti Hashem Lenegdi Tamid, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is in front of you and you remove the evil inclination. You are a person that now instead of your desires to rule you, you're going to rule your desires. Instead of time managing you, you're going to manage your time. Rabbi Kanievsky was that kind of revolutionary. Was someone that he ruled the time. He controlled the time. From every moment of his life, he did something. He was the one that instead of his desires to rule himself, he ruled his desire. He controlled his desire. And he became the man that he became. And that's why over 500,000 people that were there. Because we all want to be that person. Because that's the ultimate desire of everybody. Hopefully, we have got the lesson from the parasha and from the Rabbi, Rabbi Kanievsky, Rabbi Shalom, Zechutot Hagen Aleinu, and it should be as a light for our life to try to copy him as much as possible. Shabbat Shalom.